Hi everyone, I'm Karen, owner of Synergi Salon and Synergi Salon Systems. In this video, my teenage client, who I've been doing her hair for a long time, but she has finally learned how to maintain and wear her hair straight for 2 weeks. And this is what it looks like when she came to the salon. It still looked good. And I want to talk about what I taught her and what you can teach your daughter. Okay, so when cleaning her hair, that is the key, is how clean the hair is. Now, you see, I am applying the Remedy Detox shampoo directly to her scalp. And that center section right there where I'm at right now, that is where that's the catch-all. And that's very difficult to get the buildup off, even when they're shampooing, because she has a lot of hair. Even if she shampoo her own hair, it's extremely difficult to get the buildup off right there. So this is what I do. I just use a little bit of shampoo and I apply it directly to her scalp and in that center section, and like right in the nape area or right above the ear. That's where when I know that the hair is really clean is when I blow dry her hair and there's very little smoke. But I feel like, especially because she plays sports and the sweat and buildup, she doesn't use any oils, cream. She just wraps her hair every night. I tell her to wrap her hair when she gets home. Wrap her hair so that, not when she go to bed. Don't wrap your hair when you go into bed. Wrap your hair when you get home. And her hair stays straight. But just because it looks good doesn't mean it doesn't still need a deep cleanse. And I also, so I let it sit for a second. Okay, you just apply the shampoo, and then I apply a little bit of water, and then I allow it to suds up. Because if you add water first and try to suds it up, I feel like it doesn't get as clean. And that's a little tip that I just do. I just add the water, then because I have done it to where I just add a shampoo and it just never got clean. It just the hair just, like, I take her to the chair and it's still a lot of buildup. But this way, and I think it's good when you're at home, because if you have somebody that's tender-headed, the reason why their hair is they're tender-headed is because you can't get the buildup off, or you can't really get the hair clean enough because you're hurrying, right? So if you put more energy in the cleansing process, the end results will be amazing, especially when you're straightening the hair. It just gets cleaner. And the longer you wait in between shampoos, like if you shampoo her hair once a week, of course it'll be easier to do. But the longer you wait, the more intense the shampooing process, the cleansing process should be. Okay, then here's another trick. I do use a little bit of vinegar. And let it soak for a second. And that gets off a lot of the buildup. And I just work it through. I'm not recommending that you use the vinegar because I don't know how that works at home. But in the salon, oh, honey, because the buildup between the products, she doesn't have a lot of product buildup, but like what people are using with the edge control and all the stuff that they have on the market now, it's very difficult to remove. So if you do try, you just see how I'm just working it in and I'm letting it soak. I am going to scrub her hair, but I don't feel like the scrubbing is what gets the buildup off. Sometimes it just needs to soak. It just needs to sit. No, don't let it sit for 10, 15 minutes. You just let it sit, and you see I got the steam going. So the steam is just making it comfortable while she's sitting, and it's kind of helping me work it through because it's adding a little moisture, opening up that cuticle, and allowing the hair to be cleansed. Because if you watch my channel, you'll understand that I believe that the shampoo cleansing process and your hair care routine is the most important part of growing your hair. It's not the products. It's not, it's the routine. It's your routine. How often you shampoo, and then staying in front of it, making sure that you are shampooing your hair on a regular basis. So I have another surprise that I just wanted to show you guys. I do add a little baking soda, vinegar and baking soda, right? Just a little bit. And I add it to the shampoo, and then I rub it in, and oh, that was a little bit more than a little bit. But it's amazing what it does for the hair. Now, I did mix that in with the Remedy shampoo, but it's very, very important that you follow up with a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner, which I will talk about that when I get to it. But you see, I'm just rubbing it in. This is great. This would be great for coming out of braids, coming out of wigs or weaves. Of course, you need to detangle it first, and detangle and cleanse at the same time. Now, in this case, my client, her hair wasn't bad, was already straight, and I'm actually only using all this stuff for the video, the purposes of the video. But I probably would have used it anyway. She came into the salon only because she told me that she, been going to practice, and I just assume everybody needs a deep cleanse, because that's why you come to the salon, right? You come to the salon to get your hair done and you get your hair clean. I want to make it to where when you come to the salon, it should be, better than you can do at home. So you may not need it. You don't need to do a deep cleanse every time. I'm not recommending that you do this every time you shampoo. She was in school. She was practicing. It's probably been about 2 weeks. But that's, I believe, why her hair stayed so well. Again, because she wraps it. And I'm so proud because, she's a teenager now. So, she wants to keep her hair straighter longer. And she has figured it out. So I'm still rubbing in. This is the mixture with the vinegar, baking soda, and the Remedy Detox shampoo. And I'm still low-key letting it soak with the steam. Like, this is a deep cleanse. This is a deep cleanse. So I'm literally going to let it soak for at least 5 minutes. I feel like that is the key. It's not how much I dig and scrub. It is the soaking process, because it has to work. Okay, so now I'm ready to rinse it, and then at that point, the moisturizing shampoo is going to cleanse her hair, almost like butter. It's going to make her hair super, super soft. Again, she was already detangled, so I definitely think you should use some consideration when you have to detangle. If you had your hair braided up or for a long period, braided or in weaves or protective style for a long period of time, you want to make sure you don't want to do all this and not detangle. So detangle first. And I'm rinsing her hair out, and I'm going to apply the Replenish shampoo, which is going to add the moisture back in. I kind of think, because people are always asking me, my hair's so dry. How do I keep moisture in my hair? How do I keep moisture in my hair? All the moisture in your hair is all going to be dependent on this process right here, the cleansing process. The cleansing process is not only adding moisture to your hair, it's adding moisture to your hair by removing buildup. Product buildup is evil. It is so evil. And it makes your hair feel dry. That's what makes your hair feel dry. It's not your hair. It's all the product buildup. And most people aren't able to cleanse their hair very well because, they probably don't look at it as, do this long of a process, and they just shampoo it, and they focus more on conditioning, and they focus more on oils and creams and putting product. They've naturals focus more on what they're putting on the hair and not enough focus on what they're taking off. Did you hear that? That's, look, video's over. We don't need to talk about nothing anymore. The focus should be on taking product off before you reapply new product. Not just add product, and then cleanse. Because at that point, when you go to cleansing, you still got product built up on the hair that you never got a chance to get it off. And that's why her hair is able to stay and maintain. One of the reasons why. I'm not going to say that's the only reason, because there's a billion ways it can be done. And I'm not here to argue about it in the comments. But I find that the hair changes more. You get better results when you know how to shampoo and cleanse it properly. So after the moisturizing shampoo, now only thing I need to do is apply the Replenish Moisture Conditioner, which is the best. It is the best, and then it brings it all together. Now, I do all my detangling at the shampoo bowl. Everything should be done at the shampoo bowl, because when I go over to the chair, I should be able to just start blow drying. So when you're detangling, and if you're at home and you're in the shower and you're combing the conditioner through, do your detangling process then. Oops, clearly I was wrong. I did another shampoo. Oh, I really want her hair to be clean. That's called super clean. Well, I want to speed this process up because it was a long process. And I did an extra long process for you guys. But for real, this is what happens in the salon. And this is why it turns out so well. The rinsing portion is just as important. So even though she has a lot of suds around, but you want to get it all out. This is as important as what we putting on the hair, is taking it off. Okay, so I did put the conditioner on. I didn't see myself doing it. I actually don't even use a whole lot. I don't use a lot of conditioner, guys. And I'm not, oh, there it is. I don't use a whole lot. I just rub it in real good. And the purpose of the conditioner is to make the hair feel softer. I don't leave it on a long time either. So when people come in, they're like, I want a deep conditioner. This is a deep conditioning process. Getting the product off, removing all the product, and then I will let the conditioner sit on for a second, but not too long, because I don't want to get back into, because once the hair is soft, there's nothing more it needs to do. I'm not rebuilding, I'm not strengthening. So once the hair has been, once I put the conditioner on and let it sit for a second, that's really all that needs to be done. And next I'm going to detangle and comb the hair through and just make sure that the conditioner has been completely combed through. And this is no different than what would happen, in the shower at home. I'm going to comb through her hair, and that's why it takes, like, it doesn't take that long. It only took me an hour to do her hair, but it doesn't take that long. The first half an hour is here at the shampoo bowl cleansing, and see how her hair is puffing up and coming alive. And that's important too, because we want to keep her curls. Just because she wears her hair straight, that doesn't mean that her curl pattern has to be compromised. But because she wears her hair straight, it is a lot more manageable. She has a lot of hair, and it is manageable because she has been wearing it straight. But I do like to go through it. If I felt like her hair was, getting too straight, too long, I would, I would say something. And she wears braids in the summertime too, so she gives the braids. She just has a great head of hair. Now it's time for the comb out. I use the Reset Leave-in Conditioner. This stuff I love the most. I do. But her hair's already been cleansed and detangled, and that's why it works well. It works good as a set. Okay, it works good as a set. I haven't tried it with anything else, but I go through this leave-in conditioner so fast. Like I probably go through 2 or 3 bottles a week. And the old leave I use, but I don't think I use it as much as this new stuff because it just makes the hair like butter. Everything makes the hair softer, more manageable. Now I'm checking to make sure that the hair was properly cleansed before I even start blow drying. And when you have somebody who has like a lot of buildup on the hair, you want to double check to make sure that you got all the, any congestion or buildup off of her scalp before you even start blow drying. Now I'm blow drying, and it's actually pretty easy because she has a lot of hair. I completely sectioned it so that I don't get overwhelmed or get attacked. That is the best blow dryer ever. If you go in the description, if you go on my, what's that called? In my Amazon link, in my link tree, it has all the products that I used on her hair today. And also in the description, it has everything that I used on it, everything but the vinegar and baking soda. But everything that I used on her today. And you see how I'm blow drying? This is one of the other most exciting part. See how her hair isn't smoking? Like if you're blow drying the hair and it's smoking to the point where it's like kicking back in your face and it could be low-key toxic, that's a problem. That means the product is still on the hair, or the hair it still has buildup on it. So you want to make sure that you get that all. Just because her hair is thick does not mean that she has to hold a lot of stuff in her hair. That doesn't mean it. That means you got to get in front of it. Whether you take her to the salon and let a stylist do it, or you do a deep cleanse yourself. But the buildup has to come off before we apply new product. That's what makes the hair manageable. Now, not to mention, you do got to trim the ends. Now, she, every time she comes, she says, my mom says I don't need a trim. I'm like, girl. So I don't like to cut her hair that much. I mean, she does a good job of taking care of it. So she don't like them scissors, honey. Don't come at me with them scissors. So I just told her, we gonna keep the scissors out, and I'm not gonna make a big deal about it because they do a good job of taking care of it. She said, my mom said, don't touch me with the scissors. So I don't. So I'm not going to trim her hair because her ends look good. And if I felt like she was in danger at all, I would trim it. But she's good. She's good. Okay, now it comes to straightening. Because it's clean, it actually helps to get the hair straighter. Hey, I feel like I need an applause right here. Okay, sorry. But that's what makes the job fun. That's what makes it satisfying. When the hair is clean, and it's just like everything else. Everything works better when it's clean. I'm able to do one pass through. I don't have to over straighten it. I definitely want to make sure that it's straight at the root, but one pass through is all that it takes. It's not that deep. I don't use any oil or cream. while straightening. I will apply some at the end, but yeah, no. I am going to add some curl to her hair because I'm going to wrap it. She likes her hair bone straight. You'll see at the end, you know what, it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it, but I figured she can't, once she wraps it, it'll be okay. But I wanted it to come out a little, I added a little too much curl. But look at that shine, y'all. Look at the shine on her hair. Of course, she's like, is my hair going to be straight? And I'm like, yeah, girl, be quiet. But I wrapped it. I did the silk press wrap, the silk wrap with the foil, with the saran wrap. And again, I added a little too much curl, so I had to go back in and kind of straighten it out a little bit so that and she would be happy. So this is where I apply the rose oil before I wrap it. It gives an amazing shine. It's very light. Won't weigh the hair down. I absolutely love it. So I just wrap it around. And it's going to set her hair to where, like I said, when her and her mom wrap her hair at night, it's going to make it easier. I put the saran wrap around. Leave it on for about 5 or 10 minutes. And stick her under the dryer, and here we go. It's silky, but look how it got too much curl at the end. She ain't gonna like that. I already know, but I'm like, girl, we done got too far into this video that I cannot. So I had to tell you, I had to give a disclaimer, but I am gonna fix it so that she can be happy, because look at the curl at the end. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was showing off for the camera. But the shine is amazing. It looks like glass. It's so pretty. And that's a healthy shine. That's a healthy shine. I love it. So yes, I'm going to go back in and just go over the ends one time so that it can be straight up. Actually be a lot better because I wrapped it. And I'm just going to straighten the ends out so that she can be happy. Okay, guys, so remember to like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel so that the channel can grow. You know, I had to start it all over. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway. And ta-da, isn't it beautiful? It's straight enough for her. It has bounce and shine. It's going to last. It's silky. It looks better when we...